I want to show the mean and standard deviation of student scores on SAT tests based on geographic region of the U.S. Should I use a table? Should I use a figure, or neither? All right, a good number of you had A's. Let me pick on somebody. How about, I haven't heard from Carolyn Kendall. How come you picked A?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I picked A because it seems like a lot of information to put into a figure because of the geographic regions and having to use a mean and standard deviation. So I thought if you used a table, you might be able to do a graph of some kind that might look a little clearer. I don't think it would be neither because it is, if it is applicable to the study, it would be worth showing.
Okay. All right, that's a good rationale. Now, one of the things that I think might be important is to think about whether or not there's a lot of variation. So, in other words, a table, if it's so big, if it goes 2 pages, you can't digest all the information. So you want to consider that when you're creating the tables, okay? Because sometimes it's better to have smaller tables and more of that. All right. Okay, 14, I want to describe the age of the members of the 2 5-person focus groups I conducted. Yes, I would say that those of you that responded C would be correct. I would not, you're talking here about 10 people. So it might just be just as easy to say that the focus groups had 10 individuals. Their age ranges were from 26 to 42. All right, I want to demonstrate how teachers report dividing a typical school day into subsets of activities. I should use a table, I should use a figure, I should use neither. I'm not so sure I would use either here, because what don't we know about the statement? Think for a second about what we don't know yet, or what the possible variations might be. Right, we don't know how many subsets of activities. Yeah, I mean, you could have
Sorry, guys.
You could have a huge school system with several hundred teachers. So those numbers may definitely impact whether or not it's appropriate to use a table or not. All right, I want to show the increasing rates of children receiving special ed services under the category of autism over each of the last 10 years. Okay, I want you to use your mind's eye now. Think about if you were trying to promote services for children with autism, what could be more powerful to show up on a screen? A table or a figure? Yes, a graph, you're right. And a graph would, Amy Painter, you're right, a graph would show that increase. And so that would be a visual that would be very powerful. All right, and would be much more powerful than a table in that circumstance. Lillian, graphs and histograms fit into the figures. That's what figures are. Okay. Our last one for the evening.
Disagree? No.
I want subjects' rate of daily talking out behavior before implementation of of an intervention, during an intervention versus following removal of the intervention. This would be called a reversal design or an ABA design. Okay, all right, the answer is B. A figure would be more powerful here. All right, now we have a second quiz. And I don't have a slide to tell you that we have a second quiz, but we do. And then we're going to close for the evening.